Right, so hello and welcome back to the Bach Arthur podcast, everyone. Woo!
Woo! Yes, and I'm the special guest on this episode. Matt's sat in the corner now, not at the producer desk. Nat is in the producer desk. Matt is being forced to sit in the corner because he's too hot. Take it away.
Today we're looking at trolley problems, splitting our brains in two, and saving the kiwis.
Oh.
So Matt and Nat are actually eating kiwis from the back right now off camera. And Matt in particular likes the slightly fuzzy hairiness on the kiwi skin. So to start off this episode...
Well, can we talk about that real quick?
Go on.
Because if you were to get golden kiwis, you avoid that. They're more better.
I've got a friend that eats the kiwi skin.
I used to eat the kiwi skin.
You
Yeah,
do that,
I've seen
Matt?
Matt eat a kiwi skin.
Really?
Eats it like an apple. It's good for you. It's like a grape skin. Don't you think it's like grape apple skin hybrid? He just likes the hairy ball.
It's like a hairy ball.
Yeah, he just eats the skin. He doesn't eat the meat. Oh.
So last episode we got a bit too freaky. Sorry about that. And we spoke about weird food combos. And to start off this episode, we're just going to pick off where we left off.
Wow, that was seamless. That was frictionless. Oh, we're just going to pick our noses. We're going to pick a... Yeah, no, go ahead.
Got a shiny tin full of a couple of weird food combos that we were like, damn, we should really try this.
That's a cloche.
Now we can. Oh,
God.
So there's crisps and
Squashies,
which looks lovely, which we should do last. Oreo and cheese.
That looks disgusting.
And a Nutella on toast. What the fuck is that? What's the Nutella?
What is that,
on toast?
Nutella? Is that got Marmite?
Oh, it's
in it?
Marmite and Nutella.
Oh.
Thank you, Nat.
Oh, my God.
She's so quick with it. She did
Oh,
it before I even asked.
That is...
No, you know what?
Are you going to eat that?
Let's not have Jabba back ever.
Okay, I'm going to let you do it first.
Oh my God, that's vile.
Oh, he likes it.
Instantly hit the Marmite, didn't like it. Oh, that's a good combo. When the Nutella kicked in, oh no, that's horrible.
It's on your teeth. When the Nutella kicked in.
Oh, that's really... Because you get a flash of Nutella and you're like, nice.
Oh, the Marmite really announces itself, doesn't it? It's really in there. That's the classic
Okay, I'm
flavour.
going Oreo and cheese.
Times like this, you remember how salty Marmite is.
This is so good for an audio-only episode. Do you like that? You're not a Marmite fan, are you? You said.
I love Marmite.
Oh, you love Marmite. I hate it. Joke's on you. It's not Marmite. What has she done to it?
It's Arthur's thick ropes, isn't it?
Not that.
Vegemite.
Oh. A vegan Marmite.
Oh, it's because Nat's Australian. She brought that from home.
Oreo and cheese. Genuinely really nice.
I don't think I can try that one.
Genuinely really nice. I thought it'd be so weird. Mate, try it.
I don't think I can. That for me is a bit...
I think it works because of the creaminess of the Oreo.
Yeah, but after you talk about thick ropes all the time, I don't think...
Please stop bringing that up. I was... God.
That's bad.
You're not a fan?
That's really bad.
Wow. And let me do the crisp and... I would urge people at home to try the Oreo and cheese.
Oh, don't try that. That's so bad. How do you enjoy that?
And the crisp and squashies. Not too bad. But yeah. So like we said today, we got
I love how we didn't describe the flavour at all. We're just like, yeah, that's all right. Yeah, that's all right.
I mean, it's
Yeah, that's
exactly
all
what
right.
you'd expect. It's a crisp and a squashy.
Honestly, they all are what you'd expect them to be, yeah.
Yeah, not far off. The cheese and Oreo really works though. But yeah, so that's that ticked off. We're already being really efficient.
I'm ticked off.
We're going to do some trolley problems together, which would be fun. We're going to look at Roger Sperry's split brain experiment, and there's a bunch of philosophical consequences to it, bit of religion, bit of spirituality, bit of morality, all that kind of stuff, interesting things. New Zealand's plan to save animals by killing others.
Sometimes you got to do what you got to do.
Such is life. And then fan write-ins. Let's go.
Oh, cool. My tea's gone cold. I'm wondering why.
But we've had a bit of a
Slim.
we've had a bit of a crazy week.
What have we been up to?
We went on a boys' fishing trip for a
Can we
Chris.
say that?
Yeah, he said we could say there was a fishing trip.
All
There's
right.
no spoilers. We went on a, Chris MD did the 3 Peaks challenge. It was kind of like,
Yeah.
oh, just boys hanging out on the mountains. We did the same, but fishing.
Yeah.
But it went awry.
Oh, it did go all
Because
right.
you can't get drunk Arthur Batch and Harry being normal on a lake.
That's right.
Um,
To be fair, you did say to him at the beginning, You were like, Chris, what do you want from this? Do you want is the focus the fishing or is the focus the camaraderie?
Mm.
And he said, oh mate, honestly, do whatever you want, mate.
Yeah.
And you said, okay then. And then you got a round of baby Guinness ordered to the lake, and then, well, you were doing absinthe off my ass cheeks by the end of it.
And you got ill off camera.
I got ill, yeah. So I was fine that night. We were pretty drunk when we got back.
Yeah, we were.
I was fine. I didn't feel ill or anything.
We went to the pub at lunch and had 4 pints, which is an insane amount.
Which just really confirms that we are legends as well. I got back home and slept, woke up in the morning because I try and do that overnight. I try and sleep. I've been getting into that recently. And then I threw up.
Well, stagnant water, you always freak out about stagnant water, don't you?
I hate stagnant water.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because we were out one time. It was on marathon day and we were following Chip around London. And Arthur had something sticky on his hands. Was it from the fries?
It was Sabina's chips had like a spicy chipotle.
And it was sticky. Instead of licking his fingers, he dipped it in a stagnant little pond thing or like a little canal. He dipped it, rubbed it in, was like, oh, that's better. And I was like, that's worse than having chipotle on your hands.
Oh, and little did they know, Canada water, that pot, the body of water in there meets European bathing standards. People swim in it, so
I've never seen anyone swim in that.
I've rinsed my fingers off. But I'd rather have the bacteria on my hands than the feeling of stickiness. Because the feeling of stickiness is so overwhelming.
Let me tell you something. There's no such thing as stickiness when you've got a tongue. It gets rid of all of that drama. All of it. Anything you can get rid of with your tongue. Anything.
Right.
Anything. I mean that.
Right. The more you talk, the stickier I get.
Not for long.
Oh God, that can't be good for the.
Oh God, yeah. But yeah, I definitely got lake water on my tongue.
Yeah, the water. There were parts of the thing that smelled like sewage.
Oh yeah,
I think
raw sewage.
Raw sewage. Well, one time you fired.
Oh yeah, that was the.
Me and Harry were like, "Fucking hell, this part of the lake's
like,
sick."
sorry, lad.
It's all the booze.
But yeah, I got ill.
Do you like doing stuff like that? Just the boys out in nature, because you're a big nature guy.
Yeah.
You always say on the pod like you miss the great outdoors
and the not so great outdoors.
You're in the rocky jungle and you're allergic to concrete.
Oh yeah.
The big smoke, but you want clean air.
That's true. And I was really looking forward to the trip. I really enjoyed it.
It was great.
Even though it was raining. Do you know what I really loved? Having full waterproofs on, knowing that I could do whatever I want.
I agree. The bit where towards the end, when me and you were fishing on the other side of the lake, just whilst it was pissing it down, they were all under the gazebo.
And it doesn't affect us because we're in full North Face gear.
Yeah, it's plug. No, I agree. There is something really therapeutic about just being sat there. I didn't really think fishing would appeal to me that much.
Really?
But if I had free time, I would do that so much.
I think we should do it without the cameras on next time. Because
the thing is, it's so long. It's like we did an entire day and you don't catch that much.
No.
So I would be like, oh, there's so much shit I could get done in a full day. I'd probably never swap it for fishing. But maybe we should.
Yeah, it's good at the weekend on a Sunday. Lazy Sunday. Let's go fish, get a roast dinner, watch the F1.
Have 4 pints at lunch.
4 pints, get rid of all the stickiness with this bad boy.
Get home, chun, sleep.
Get home, chun, sleep, yeah. Wake up for a Monday. That would be ideal, actually. Maybe we'll look into that.
But yeah. Oh, also I did a super cool quadrant shoot with Lando Norris.
Yeah.
Which was very epic. But they told me I can't say anything about it yet.
Oh no, and he's just said it.
But they said that I could say that. And I was like,
cool.
Thanks.
All right. But it was epic.
It was so epic. It was actually genuinely one of my favorite days.
Really?
Yeah, it was just a really cool shoot. But I'm a bit worried because they're off the back of a banger. Did you see their Formula One driver gets involved in a race video or whatever, and it was like 5 point something mil views in like a week?
No, who was it?
Can't remember.
Lindblad.
Have a look.
Let me look.
But yeah, it's a big one to follow. So, but I mean, the production that went into it. But yeah, it's a good one to look forward to. And I like it. Like, we obviously have a lot of fun doing our like casual sitting at home, playing Roblox, horror games, reacting to subreddits and dad crash outs.
Sorry, I'm just going to watch this video while you do the rest of the pod now.
But it's nice to just do something do these different things. So it's been a nice week, really. And then today we're planning tour, which by the time this episode comes out will have begun, won't it?
What tour?
Yeah.
When does this episode come out?
This episode will drop on Wednesday on Patreon or Thursday live, and we will have done our first show on Tuesday.
Oh, wow.
Or on Wednesday. When's our first show? Wednesday. On Tuesday we leave. But yeah, it's going to be crazy.
So, will it be out? It will be out.
It will-
Oh my God, Arthur just passed out on the stage.
Oh, shit.
I just passed out on the stage last night. I tried to crowd surf last night and no one tried to hold me up. Oh, what the fuck's he doing?
Oh, his ass stink.
Let's predict.
What the smell?
I accidentally farted on the stage. I thought it was going to be a silent one, but it wasn't.
Oh.
You make a prediction?
Oh,
wow.
yeah, for sure. Anyway, have we got any other catch-up notes? That's really it.
I've been getting into colouring in lately.
Oh,
which
yeah.
I told you about off camera.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, so what is it you're doing at night at the moment for therapeutic reasons?
Oh, I've just been colouring in.
So you've got a lot of colouring in books that... Do they have the black lines and you fill in the colour?
Yeah, because I can't. Yeah. And I always get it out the lines as well. I'm getting there. I'm getting better. I'm getting better.
And is it the felt tip pens?
Yeah, they're felt tip pens. I've just got my pen license, so I can
That's
now do
so
that.
cozy. And you do the night...
Sometimes, what do you just
Does
do?
my mic still work? I've just pressed a button that I didn't know exist.
Wait, there's a button.
Did I turn it off?
Wait, where's the button?
Oh,
Where's that button of this?
oh that's
You've got a different
like a
mic.
fidget toy. Why have they given me the fidget toy one?
Oh, I just tried to swear and fucked it up.
Bro, I had up 3
Guess what?
fingers.
Can I be honest? I've been planning a prank for this podcast. I'm going to do it now. This
Go on. Oh my
Clip that.
God, your mic shell.
spare muff shell. Okay. So yeah, there's not really much for me to say about that. I've been getting into colouring in due to Liv. I saw her doing it and I was like, oh, I should try that. And turns out I'm not very good at it, but it's very soothing.
Was that inspired by the painting video that we did with Chris? Also, have we mentioned that?
No.
Yeah, we did
I think we did mention that.
Did we?
We did mention that. God.
Let's cover that again. No, I'm joking.
All right, let's go back through that.
No, let's move on because we've got some super interesting stuff coming up in this
Okay.
episode today. So we're going to start off with trolley problems. We've covered trolley problems before. Everyone knows how it works. Trolley is hurtling down a trolley line, a trolley train track, and you've essentially got a decision to make that has moral consequences. The classic one is, 5 people on the track. You can pull the lever and it diverts and it kills one, but then you've got involved. You do it or not? We've already covered it. So go watch that one already.
Yeah.
But we've got a trolley problem specifically for us too. There's a general one for both of us. So
All
do
right.
you want to do this one?
The influencer line. The trolley is heading towards 5 TikTok influencers filming a dangerous stunt on the tracks. You can pull the lever to redirect it towards one elderly man who's about to reveal the secret on how to make sure AI is only used in a beneficial way for humanity. Do you save the influencers? Massive influence. Or the man? Massive technology secret. Well, the most important thing in our society is TikTokers, so I'm going to save the TikTokers.
I think the most important thing in society is killing as many TikTokers as possible. So I'm also, I mean, that's surely the easiest. Okay, 5 people. I think they would all sacrifice themselves
No,
to
they're
make
TikTokers.
AI only beneficial for
TikTokers
humanity.
wouldn't sacrifice themselves. Take it from one. I would never sacrifice myself for the greater good.
Would you not?
No, we are the most important things keeping this economy going. Think about it. If we're not filming dangerous stunts on the track, who's going to?
Dangerous stunts.
I do that, bro.
Oh, because
I've been getting into
when
that.
you were singing Benson Boone and there was a candle underneath you, you could have burst into flames.
What you couldn't see was I was on a train track the whole time. You couldn't see that.
Okay, train track's coming towards you or Benson Boone.
Sorry, I got a wedge.
I'm seeing if I can time it so that when I pull the lever,
You get both.
the front rail. Never mind.
Okay.
That was coherent.
Damn, double
intention.
homicide. Oh yeah, I will save the man who's got a technology secret.
Yeah. Also, it depends on who the 5 TikTok influencers are, because
That's true.
every now and then, do you when you do these main character videos and you just find out about like these TikTok influencers? There was like someone live stream on TikTok and someone like broke their spine off camera, and he was like, "Oh, somebody on the live, call an ambulance," and then kept walking, and then everyone was like, "What the hell? Why don't you do it? Why don't you stop the live?" And then there was,
Did he actually break his spine?
I think so, and then there was like a story of a TikTok influencer. Did you see this? That like paid a disabled woman to jump in water, paid her $20, and she did it and had to be saved. And they were just
She had to be saved as well.
The disabled woman did, yeah. And there's just loads of really crazy
Yeah, there are some real
stuff
like,
when you're just like, oh,
like terrible people
yeah.
online.
There was a lady who bought who went into a shop and started unboxing Labubus in like this corner shop, and this guy was like, "You haven't even paid for those yet."
Oh,
And she's like, "Don't worry, they're just Labubus." And he was like, "What the hell?"
yeah. What do you mean they're just Labubus? Labubus are everything.
So,
All right,
yeah.
5 TikTok influencers. Let me give you them.
Wait, we have to pick.
No, but I'm going to say to you, I'm giving you an option here. So it's me, Jack Joseph, Cole, Arthur, and George.
Oh, yeah, you're dying.
Oh, that's easy.
That's an easy. I mean, that AI only beneficial for humanity is like
All right, what about
universe changing.
Let me swap out 5 TikTok influencers for Team 10 at their prime.
Okay, no, the AI guy dies.
You've got to save those, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Drake Paul has to survive.
Drake Paul.
What's his name?
I'm way too good for you.
Yeah. Tough one. Not really. What are the 5
Tough one, not
TikTokers that you
really.
don't know personally? Would you be like, oh, that's real tough? Like Zach King's on those tracks, and I'm like, oh damn.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
If Forrest Valky's on the track, I'm like, I'm not sure I can let him die.
If it's someone really wholesome, I'll be like, yeah, I don't know about that.
Really?
Because there are some TikTok creators who are like, not like massive creators, but they're very wholesome. And you're like, oh, that is a shame that I'm going to have to hit that button. Honestly, I'll probably forget that I had the task at hand. They'll be like, oh, you could pull this lever. There's 5 TikTokers on the track. Blah, blah, blah. And at that point, I'm doing something else. I'm colouring in.
What are your thoughts on this? You know, when sometimes people go, do you remember when you were younger and you were like, oh, do I ask out this girl? And then you get a rose. And then you do like, she loves me not. And you pick a petal.
You
and
did
then,
it with a rose,
yeah. Why? What did you do it with?
like a daisy.
Oh, that's adorable. But you sort of leave it up to roughly 50% chance because you just don't know whether it's odd or even.
Well, it's either going to be or it isn't going to be, so it's 50-50.
You could pick a sentence and say, for every syllable, I'm going to pull it once. So you go like, my name is Hilo, Jackalo, Hilo. Because then you're not really deciding. It's just
But
chance.
you decided to do that.
Yeah, kind of. But you decided to pick up that rose. I feel like it pushes responsibility off you a little bit if you just go, I'm somewhat leaving this up to chance.
Well, I'll just go,
Like my personal opinion isn't weighed in here. It's just
what I would do is I'd ring you up and I go, bro, lever forward or backward? And you
Oh.
would make the decision, and I'd be like, you just killed blah, blah, blah.
oh, so you put it all on me, morally.
Yeah. You arsehole. You've just killed an old man. That's what I would do.
Yeah.
Right, let's see what the next trolley problem is.
Oh, this one's personally for me.
Yeah.
The trolley's headed towards my sea monkey tank.
Do you know what's funny is that yours is something you genuinely care about. Mine is 5 TikTok influencers. I'm like,
No, that's the general one. You've got one underneath.
I thought
So the
5 TikTok.
influencer line was both of us to do. This
Oh,
is
because
my
we
one.
love
You've got one.
TikTok influencers.
So the trolley influencer, what the fuck? The trolley is headed towards my sea monkey tank, but I can pull the lever and redirect it towards a game of chess being played by Magnus Carlsen. Do I save the sea monkeys or Magnus?
You got to pull it back on yourself for saying lever instead of lever, I think.
The sea monkeys go. I can't lie. I'm bored of them. I love them. They're great. But did I say, I might have said this on the podcast already. I feel like I'm going senile.
Well,
Now that I've
you're
built
getting
the
to that
tank
age.
and it's at a perfect temperature and there's an ecosystem going and there's an algal bloom, I'm not involved anymore. I'm just sort of like passively, and I look at them and I'm like, oh, so much of the fun was building it and getting it to the point where it is now. And now it's not as much of an active hobby. I'm not building the tank. It's already there. It's already massive. You saw it the other day, didn't you?
It's just like GTA.
Yeah.
Once you get to a certain point, you're like,
Yeah, you're
I've
just
got
like,
it all.
oh, well, there's not really much more to do
What's the
now.
point?
Yeah, what's the point?
There's no
It's a
fun.
bit existential. But it's cool having them in there. I do like I said, having a bit of real life in my room.
Yeah.
But honestly,
yeah.
and Magnus Carlsen, the greatest chess player of all time, arguably, probably, almost certainly, I'd have to save him.
Would he save you over sea monkeys? You got to ask yourself
I
that.
don't know. Yeah, probably. I don't think he likes sea monkeys.
Does he like you?
Don't know.
Does he like you more? That's what.
You know that there's a famous, well, not famous, one of my like viral TikTok things where I was like, oh, you want to know how that chess game panned out? Did you? You ever seen that one?
Yes.
That was a Magnus Carlsen versus GM Lewis Soupy. and Magnus Carlsen got
Soupy.
checkmated in the most epic way possible. So maybe Magnus hates me for that.
Wait, do you say soupy?
Yeah.
Oh. This is real soupy. Yeah. Me when I'm eating my mum's casserole. Well, it's kind of soupy.
Yep.
Yep. Okay, so my trolley problem is my trolley's heading towards Arthur.
Oh, I'm the
That's
thing you
to
love
suggest
most.
I love Arthur just as much as he loves sea monkeys. That
And
can't
Magnus.
be possible.
No, you love me way
You can
more.
pull the lever to redirect it towards yourself.
You ain't-
This is bullshit.
Is he?
Do you save Arthur or yourself? Well, would you care if I kill you? Can I live? Come on.
What would you say?
What would I say?
I would
What would you say?
I would want you to save me because I care about you so much that I know you'd feel I wouldn't want you to suffer with the guilt of knowing you'd kill me.
No, that's reverse psychology. So then I'd be like, oh, okay, fine, I'm killing myself.
Yeah, which I think you should do.
If I was you, I would kill me, but I'm not you, so I would kill yourself. It's not even possible. It's impossible. I'm on the train. So
You're the one tying me to the tracks.
uh,
Any minute now.
I think what I would do is I would ask ChatGPT.
Fair enough. What would it say?
No, don't kill Arthur. I fuck with him. No.
Yeah, bro.
so-
Yeah, that's
No, bro. He's
He'd be like, that's ChatGPT would be like, that's a fellow AI. You
Actually,
can't
I'd
do
have to
that.
kill myself because you're the only chance of repopulating the whole world if there's an apocalypse because your ropes are so thick. So
Yeah, what was there? Like 600 million sperm per rope or something?
Exactly.
Anyway.
The ropes would be crazy.
Okay.
Let's find out the objectively correct.
So we're going to plant one tree
answer.
and release one bottle of clean water into the atmosphere for this.
Alright.
Because one of the secret producers has put this into ChatGPT.
Secret producer, you say?
Oh, I'd leave the lever.
Oh.
You're not required to do either.
And also his videos are epic, so you can't kill Italian Batch. Wow. That's incredible. I don't think it understands that
So it's just letting.
no action is action, though.
So it's letting me die. What the fuck?
After everything we've been through. No, that thing's a genius. That thing is fucking genius.
Interesting.
Thank you. All right. Let's do
Okay.
let's have some light-hearted memes after that.
Trolley problem memes.
You can stop the trolley at any time, but doing so would disrupt the trolley service, causing the company to lose profits.
That is an anti-capitalist meme,
Oh.
but a reflection
It's
of
propaganda.
real life society.
Oh.
Because sometimes people are like, "Oh no, we can't do that. You know, it would screw over this company would go bust." And it's like, well, you know, humans are at stake here.
You can make steak from humans.
Yup.
I didn't realize the lever was off the train. I thought you were on the train with the lever the whole time.
Next one. There is nothing you can do to save the people. However, the lever you stand next to controls the music playing from the boombox attached to the trolley. If you pull it to your left, it plays All Star by Smash Mouth. But if you pull it to the right, it plays a random anime song. You can only pull it once, and if you don't pull it, it defaults to All Star, and you cannot kill yourself. What
I
the
like
fuck?
All Star, so I'd play All Star.
That's a pretty epic song to go out to. If I'm on a train track and I'm like,
Hey now.
this is hurtling towards me.
I'd rather that, yeah. Hey now, I'm a rock star.
Hey now, do you really want to know?
Do your garden grow? I'm part of the greatest band in the fucking world. Am I happy with that? No, I want more.
Oh, Harry Styles, what a legend.
Oh, you can stop the trolley at any time, but doing so would lead to some form of event where these people thank you, and you'd have to shake hands and make small talk.
Oh, seriously, fuck that. Seriously, fuck.
Nah, oh no.
Oh, that's so awkward having to be like, oh, thank you. It's like when people give you gifts and you're like, oh, fuck, now I have to say thank you.
Yeah, and give them a
Be
kiss.
grateful
No, let it plow through.
and just socially. Yeah, that's a seriously tough one.
Okay, this one, nobody's in danger. Do you jump in front of the trolley?
Oh, neither.
After
of them.
this pod, yeah, probably.
No, never jump because things always get better.
Hey now, you're a rock star.
For example, you can hit play on Rockstar Smash Mouth.
Yeah.
So there we go. Let us know what you do with the trolleys. in any of these. Let us know if you have any particularly interesting ones you've heard of before. I brought up the classic example of the do you push the man onto the tracks on Side Plus.
The fat conductor.
And KSI, also known as JJ, was the first person I've ever heard say, yes, push him to save the lives, but also in society, the consequence of, well, that means if there's a man and you can kill him and take his 5 organs to save 5 people, you do it. So he thinks you should be able to just go on the street, grab a guy and go, you've got 5 organs that will save 5 lives. Take him, kill him. Isn't that nuts?
How do they know you got 5 organs?
Can you not just talk about the consequence, the ethical consequences of that?
Well, you got to know the details. Think about that. No, but I don't think that's the same because you're saying, oh, pick a random man, whereas the fat conductor is on that train.
No, not fat. It's a fat guy on the bridge was the way the philosopher framed it originally.
Yeah, but how does that make sense? The idea is that he's on the train.
No,
you've got to get rid of him.
You're on the bridge. It's hurting from behind you. You can push him onto the tracks that's going through the tunnel.
What does that do?
Stops the train. Because the fat man goes in front of the train and the train crashes into him and stops.
They think that would stop a train.
Yeah, it's hypothetical. Big man, weak trolley.
Listen it? No, big man, listen here. See?
Okay.
Do you see?
Any comment on the KSI thing before we move on?
I think I've heard people say that before anyway.
Really?
They would save more people for one.
What, they kill a randomer on the street and harvest his organs to save multiple people?
No, that is a new thing I've not heard.
That's what I mean.
But JJ didn't say that though.
He did.
Oh, he thinks that?
Good God, man. Yes.
And how do we know the number of organs? We need to figure that out.
Okay. All right. Next up, Roger Sperry's split brain experiments from 1959 to 1968. Have you heard of this one before?
Roger Sperry. Does that answer your question?
Yeah.
No, I don't know. I'll have
Professor
to.
Do you remember that? Professor It's Roger Sperry again.
I'll have to hear what he did to know if I've heard it before because I'm not good with names.
Okay, so it's an interesting theory about how our brain interprets life around us.
Oh yeah, I've heard this one.
In its relation to consciousness. So it's suggested that consciousness might be modular, with different parts of the brain contributing to different aspects of consciousness. So Roger Sperry, who won the 1981 Nobel Prize in Physiology or Medicine for this work, was a neuroscientist who studied how the left and the right hemispheres of the brain work. So normally the two halves communicate through a bundle of nerves called the corpus callosum. Or is it callosum?
No, I actually recently learned.
It is. Is that how I said it? Yeah. Okay, go.
No, I was going to say the corpus callosum. That's actually the first spell that I learned when I became a witch.
Oh, what does that do?
Oh, it makes someone drop their trousers.
Okay. So according to Sperry's research, the left brain and the... Okay, that's a weird way of saying it. According to Sperry's research, the left and the right sides of your brain help you with the following. So left side...
Oh, I have heard this.
Logic, sequencing, linear thinking, mathematics, facts, thinking in words.
Oh, and the right side is the more artsy, rhythm, intuition, holistic thinking, imagination, non-verbal cues, feelings, visualizations, and daydreaming.
Interesting.
I think I'm all right brain. I've got no left brain.
I think I'm far more left-sided.
Watch this.
Hello?
That's proof.
Nice.
I haven't got a left brain in me.
So yeah, he ended up in the late 50s and 1960s. He worked with a bunch of patients who had their corpus callosum surgically cut to reduce severe epilepsy. And this created a split brain.
I can now at this point confirm. I studied this in psychology in A-level.
Oh, I didn't know you did A-level psychology.
Yeah. Now you're horny.
Which side of the brain is,
What?
responsible for the ropes?
That's the corpus callosum, pal.
Okay, I don't think that's how it works, but fair enough.
Oh, that's a thibulus.
Okay, fair enough. So him and his team just tested how these patients processed information when each hemisphere was isolated. They used clever tricks involving vision and touch. Do you want to go through the visual tests?
All right, so visual test. The left visual field, what your left eye sees, is processed by the right hemisphere. And the right visual... Sorry, he's throwing me off there. And the right visual field is processed by the left hemisphere. That's a classic, actually. Everyone's like, oh, the right side of your brain controls the left part of your body. So this right now is all my
Too
right.
much hip action for my liking there.
Just my right side of the brain doing its thing again.
Okay.
That's a good thing to have slip
that
into
tongue away,
conversation
boy.
when you meet someone. That,
You
left
sent me
side
a
of their brain.
TikTok of you with your tongue out on the podcast with no caption. Why? in
Just
case I
showing
missed
you,
it.
just showing you that people clipping up our pod.
Okay.
Keep doing it, guys. Okay. All right. When a word or picture was shown only to the right visual field, left brain, patients could say what they saw. Patients could say what they saw. Oh, and they
Yeah.
could also say what they saw. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Wow.
So they could be like,
I really
they could
do only
say
have
out
left
loud
brain
what they
and
saw.
right brain.
Yeah, because when it was shown, no, you know what, you did it. Wow.
Oh, yeah. So when it was shown only to the left visual field, which is your right brain, patients usually could not say it because speech is controlled by the left hemisphere, but they could sometimes draw it or pick it out with their left hand, controlled by the right hemisphere. That's interesting.
That's weird. Okay.
So the drawing comes in from the right hemisphere is artistic, so you can draw it, but you can't say it because that comes from the left hemisphere.
And then, so they did touch test. So if an object is placed in the right hand, left brain, patients could name it easily. But if it was placed in the left hand, right brain, patients often couldn't name it, but they could use it correctly or select it from a group of objects.
That's actually really interesting. Okay, we'll get onto it, but I don't know if is this legit.
Yeah, this is legit, yeah. But remember, this is people with severed brains. This isn't just...
That's quite... I want to experience it for myself.
Yeah, but you can't.
You need to get in there and fuck my corpus callosum, or whatever it's called. Not actually, fuck it up.
Yeah.
Can you? Matt, just right there, mate.
Yeah, right through the middle. He just comes back arch, guitar out.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Just topless.
Put that away, boy.
All right, the main findings were that the left hemisphere specializes in language, logic, and speaking. The right hemisphere is better at spatial tasks, recognizing faces, and creativity. When the corpus callosum is cut, the two hemispheres cannot share information normally, almost like two separate minds in one skull.
Yeah. So this is where the consequences become super interesting. So some of these results suggest that each hemisphere might have its own awareness. So for example, a split brain patient...
Patient, yeah, of course.
So for example, a split brain patient could verbally deny seeing an image because it went to the right brain, which can't speak, but then draw or point to it with their left hand. This hinted that the right hemisphere was conscious of something that the left hemisphere wasn't, almost like having two minds in one body.
I feel like I got that, but just that there was a freak up there, and there's a normal human being somewhere within.
Oh, kind of like the inside you, there are two wolves. The alpha male and the really, really horny one.
And the submissive horny one who's always wearing a butt plug all the time.
Okay.
You're right.
This is a science podcast.
You
Let's
know me
move on.
well. Well, we could talk about the science of butt plugs at some point.
Maybe. Anyway. So yeah, the left hemisphere is the interpreter. The left brain often tried to make sense of actions initiated by the right brain. So if the right brain saw a snowy scene and chose a shovel using the left hand, but the left brain saw only a chicken, the person might say, "Oh, I chose the shovel to clean out the chicken coop." This showed that the left hemisphere creates explanations to maintain a feeling of unified self, even when it doesn't have the full picture. Crazy.
That's bizarre.
It is bizarre. So yeah, some researchers argue that the split brain patients don't actually have However, some researchers argue that the split brain patients don't truly have two conscious selves. Instead, they have one conscious with divided access to information. Others believe experiments point to multiple centers of awareness coexisting in the brain.
That's quite crazy to me that they even were able to perform brain surgery.
Yeah, back then
They just cut something.
To cut, essentially severed a part of your brain in half.
They were like, "Oh, this will sort it out."
Yeah.
And instead, now you got him. Like both sides of the brain don't work together anymore.
Yeah, it is kind of like dark, the amount of super useful science that came from just
Like
abhorrent medical practices.
Yeah, that's so true.
Like just the number of people that suffered at the hands of evil doctors.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow, look at that human brain cross section. It's very complicated.
Oh,
isn't
that
it?
central succulus looks delicious. I've got to be honest. The physio of Ronaldo, the footballer. You kidding me? Oh, so that's where the corpus callosum is.
Yeah.
I would cut right in the middle. That's like you've got to go deep to get that.
Yeah, maybe
Oh,
they
but the
thought there
brain's
was.
like a butt cheek, isn't it? There's like you can get to that.
I was gonna say, I think they thought there was like a second prostate that, like, if they just pressed it, you'd nut.
Yeah, that's what they were trying, right?
Maybe.
Oh, we cut this and they'll nut to death.
Yeah. So, you know that we're gonna get free will involved in this conversation.
Where's Will?
So, impact on the philosophy of mind. So, Sperry's work challenged the idea that consciousness is a single, indivisible thing, and it suggested that consciousness might be modular, with different parts of the brain contributing to different aspects. So, back to the intro, conclusion, rounding it off. So, there's an interesting impact on religion here because of the consequences of free will. So, in Christianity, Islam, and Judaism, humans are moral agents because we have free will, of course. So, there's already tension, which we discussed in a recent episode, between free will, which is our choice, and divine will and divine decree, God being all-knowing, all-powerful, setting everything in motion, knowing everything was going to happen, etc. But if one hemisphere acts without the other's knowledge and the other invents reasons, who is responsible? Moral responsibility looks fractured, and the idea of the soul existing as one entity is challenged by the idea that it can be partitioned. Because how does it make you feel just kind of going like, I can essentially split myself into two separate parts that are somewhat independent? You know what I mean?
It's interesting because one of them will be, I think one of them would be an arsehole and the other one would be like pretty fun to be around.
So what happens if you're you're the nice part vocalizing something evil that the left brain had done? Like, let's say the left side of the brain
Yeah, I think the left side of
picked
the
up
brain.
Liv's just done a lovely bit of artwork, and left side of the brain throws it out the window, and then your right brain tries to justify it. I can't remember if that's the right way around, but you get the example.
You twat, it was your fault. You did this. No, you did this, you arsehole.
I would just have a war within myself.
Yeah, but I don't even think they're aware of it. I think the side of the brain that has to vocalize it isn't aware of what the left brain did and why necessarily.
Well, I'd
And
ask
it
him
tries
then.
to
I'd
come
go
up-
in and ask him. I'd say, why'd you do that? And he'll go, what do you mean I'm cleaning out the chicken coop? I'm like, bro, what? What are you talking about right now? Oh, I saw a shovel in the corner of the room. No, that's for something else. That's what I do.
Fair enough. No, but okay, good joke.
I honestly,
But I'm genuinely
yeah,
curious
but what you
think here.
so what you honestly I don't understand. What do you mean? What would I do if my right brain did something? That's me. I did it.
So you think you
I can't control it. My
as a
reaction, I
unit
can't.
have.
I can't react now because my colossum isn't split.
Yeah, that's true. But imagine that we did split it.
Yeah, but I don't know how I would feel after that. I don't know what I would be like.
Okay, well, what's your opinion on the moral responsibility of someone that's happened to? If they go like, oh, that side of the brain did it, don't make, we're sharing the same body, like, don't make me punished. It's almost like the same with
But you still got to punish them.
I guess it's somewhat similar to the idea of like punitive justice for conjoined twins. Like, imagine one body, two independent brains, and they each control half the body. If one of them stabs someone and the other one goes, what the hell did you do that for? If you then put them in jail, you'd have one of them suffering and being punished for something that they didn't do.
Yeah,
Do you think that's wrong or right? Or
it's a tough one because you've got to. I mean, you got to keep the rest of the world safe from the one that does want to stab.
yeah.
So,
So what would you do?
unfortunately, you got to punish that one, and it comes with the twin.
Oh, so you do think they should go to jail?
Well, yeah, you can't have someone who's gonna stab people set free.
Mm.
So it's for the greater good for them both to be in jail. Maybe you find a way so it's like slightly more fair, like those, the Scandinavian jails where they actually look quite enjoyable. Maybe one of those.
That's true.
You got to find a happy middle
So
ground,
they're
I
like-
think.
Quality of life isn't awful.
Yeah,
for
yeah.
the innocent
You don't want to
person.
put them in like a South American jail.
Yeah.
I think they should go like Scandinavia,
Mm.
where so I used to watch a show where they would go to these prisons, and there was one that was really quite lovely
Yeah.
in Scandinavia. I would live there.
I also, obviously, I'm not religious myself, but I think you can kind of say that you don't necessarily have the moral responsibility if you aren't entirely. I'm not going to say like as God made you, but kind of, do you know what I mean? Like if someone has like a degenerative brain disease,
Yeah.
you know, they're less morally responsible. I think, you know, I think most religious people would say, oh, you know, if they committed sins and lost their faith, all that kind of stuff, if they were in an afterlife, you'd expect a God to say, well, you know, when your brain was functioning for the majority, the way it was functioning for the majority of your life, you're a good person, you had faith, etc., did good work, so you go to heaven. You're not going to go to hell.
Well, yeah, because then in that case, I mean, under their belief, then God gave them that impairment, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he's got to be fair and be like, oh, I gave you that, so
yeah,
that's my bad, actually.
But then don't you have the exact same thing for the Jeffrey Dahmer turns around and goes, well, you're the one that gave me the insatiable urge to kill.
Yeah, well, this is out of my ballpark because I'm not religious. So this, for me, I would just, it's not really a question of like, oh, your morals get judged at the end of your life.
Mm-hmm.
So then I think it's just a difficult predicament.
Yeah.
For religious people to have to answer.
Mm.
But because I'm not religious, it's not a question for me.
Yeah. I've definitely heard this come up in debates and stuff, and people do say, quite a lot of them do talk about how like so much of free will is like up to God's grace of giving you the ability to choose, and if he like removes the ability for you to freely choose and you're not yourself, then, you know, doesn't necessarily count. So I guess if someone goes like, you know, if a scientist came in and plucked out the empathetic part of your brain and you lived an unempathetic life from then on, I would imagine most people with like an all-knowing, all-loving God would just be like, of course, at the pearly gates, he's just going to go, pearly gates, you're all right, pal. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, don't worry.
It was bad for you, but
yeah.
Super interesting. But people often say like, oh, you guys often speak about the Abrahamic religions, but you don't do enough of the others. And interestingly, the findings of this, that there's a lot of debates and a lot of literature and stuff about how this is quite challenging to the ideas of Abrahamic religions, but for Hinduism and Buddhism, it kind of supports them. You know, how we were saying with Vic, like different people go, oh, you know, when we have findings in science that reaffirm our religion, it's like a religious miracle. Like, of course,
yeah.
You know, back at the dawn of Hinduism, dawn of Buddhism, they wouldn't have known about the split brain experiments. But when they go, well, listen to this. So in Hinduism, actions have consequences, of course, karma. But there are schools that treat the self as an illusion. So going like the self isn't a thing by itself. It is an illusion. So split brain research supports this. But it's even more so in Buddhism because they have the doctrine called anatta. I'm probably pronouncing that wrong. Let me know how it's pronounced. But there's an idea that there is no permanent self. So there isn't this soul, and you have to go like, is it being split in two here? Are there two individual ones? You know, is it fragmented, whatever? Yeah, there isn't a permanent self. So it matches the idea that the interpreter part of the hemisphere is just storytelling. The research therefore reinforces the teachings of Buddhism that the self is fragmented and illusory, meaning that Buddhism is arguably the most aligned with such findings. And when I was kind of writing that, I was just thinking, I was like, I whenever we get something in the podcast that aligns with, especially a non-Abrahamic religion, they go like, oh, you guys would absolutely love this. This is like somewhat of a scientific miracle because, you know, we'd speak about something with Abrahamic religions, be like, maybe this does align, maybe this doesn't align. But we don't bring up the other ones, other ones as much. And it's always interesting to be like, oh, wow, that's cool that there's like an alignment that, you know, you probably wouldn't hear about too much.
Yeah.
Obviously, I know you don't watch as many like debates and stuff as I do, but it's so rare that you see in the West, at least, debates with like Hinduism or Buddhism as a subject. It's always like Christianity, Islam, or Judaism.
Yeah.
So super interesting. Yeah.
Split brain. Damn. I would like to experience it.
Yeah. It would be really cool, wouldn't it? Or would it?
Just for an hour.
Or would it be terrifying?
I don't think it would be terrifying. I think it would just be like, wow. It's like when you take one of those sweets that makes sour things really sweet. You do it and you're like, wow, I never knew I could experience that after eating a lemon.
Would you ever do any kind of like psychedelics? Anything that seriously alters your brain for like a short period of time?
I would lick a toad because it's whimsical, but other than that, I don't think I'd do ashwagandha because there's a chance you shit and throw up.
Yeah. Also, it could change your life forever, right?
I want to shit myself.
Yeah.
And I don't know. Maybe I would do mushrooms in a field someday.
Yeah.
if I was frolicking enough. What about you?
Yeah, I said I want to do one in a straight jacket in a padded room.
Yes, because it's the calmest you can be.
Just so there's no
calm
chance it could
surrounding.
do any damage to me. Although they did that in, what's the movie where death comes to get you?
Titanic.
No, well, God,
Can't avoid it.
where when is it Final Destination? Doesn't
Oh.
someone put themselves in a padded room because they're like, death is going to come get me? Oh. Have you watched Final Destination?
No, I was too scared.
Oh, do you understand the general? Do you get the general premise of it? Have you heard it? So essentially, like someone will have a premonition. So I think the first one is like this guy sat on a flight at the start of the movie,
Mm.
and he just has this vision. Well, it doesn't have this vision. He kind of like he's on the flight. Some things happen. Someone spills coffee. Someone coughs. Someone stands up and is ill. Whatever.
Someone farts.
The plane crashes and explodes, and he's like, oh, and then he wakes up and he's like, oh, and he's back on the plane.
Oh, so that means that's
but
going to
then
happen.
the lady spills the coffee and he's like, what? And then the man is sick or whatever. And he's like, oh my God, everything that I just saw happen is now happening. And he's like, I need to get off the plane. I need to get off the plane. It's going to explode. It's going to explode.
Explode.
And,
Oh, it's going to explode, man. It's going to explode.
and of course it explodes. This is like in the first like 2 minutes of the movie.
And this
so
is
I'm not spoiling it.
This is a documentary. This is real.
No. And a couple of his mates get off with him, but he remembers the order that they die in because like the plane crashes from front to back, and obviously the person in row 3 dies first, then 5, then 7, then 9, and so they get off the plane, but they've cheated death, and so death comes for them for the rest of the movie in that order. So let's say, for example, we were all on a flight and Chris died first in my premonition, then George, then Arthur, then you, then me. As long as Chris was alive, we're immortal. We can go bungee jumping,
So it's
skydiving,
like you've got 3 lives in a sense.
but infinite. Like death isn't going to touch you until they've got Chris. But then once Chris dies and Arthur and George die, then you're next. You're like, oh my God, I'm next. So the second they start dying in that order and they piece it all together and they know what's happening, they're like, death's coming for you next. They start going like, I need to just avoid any risk of death. And one person, I think, puts themselves in a padded room. And I can't remember, but I think they might die, but no spoilers. I think
They must die.
I think that's the 5th movie. So if that's a spoiler,
But then that's
don't-
no real existence, is it, being in a padded room?
yeah, you're probably right. Oh, there we go. Yeah, she's there. There she is. Oh, how did the room keep her sick? Yeah, because it's just hard to, because they're all dying from like, and they're all. It's a bit like Saw where all the deaths are super gory.
Mm.
So like one will be in like a tanning bed, and then like something falls on it and traps her shut, and then an electric surge happens, so it's like 10 times more powerful, and she just gets fried like a fish.
Oh,
Yeah, good simile, right?
yeah, fry like a fish.
Yeah.
But yeah, people do fry fish.
But yeah, wait, how do we get onto that?
That's good. Because we were talking about kiwis. No, I don't actually know how you got onto that. Sometimes this just happens.
Yeah.
Should we move on?
Yeah, I mean, you brought up Kiwis already.
Yeah,
so-
fuck it. Okay, New Zealand's bold plan to save kiwis but kill millions of animals. We all know what a kiwi is. It's the
Mhm.
national bird, and New Zealandish people are also called kiwis as a nickname. They're these fuzzy little birds with long beaks, kind of like me.
They are odd-looking creatures, just very odd.
They are bizarre. Nat, do you ever see some of these fly over to Australia? Interesting.
Oh, that was
They
an
don't.
angry no.
She was like, no, you hate these things.
keep them out. She's got a tattoo that says "Keep the Kiwis out" on her chest.
Over the last century, New Zealand's unique birds have disappeared at a rapid pace. 62 native bird species are now extinct, and more than 80% of the remaining birds that breed in New Zealand are at risk.
That's actually an insane number.
Well, you know why, don't you?
We need to get Nat a mic. She just went, "Good bloody riddance." There was nothing on it.
She hates us. She really does. Yeah, okay. Now the country has started one of the most ambitious conservation projects in the world to save its threatened species. New Zealand has committed to eliminating invasive predators by 2050, a project known as Predator Free 2050. In all, it will mean killing tens of millions of non-native animals.
Oh.
I mean, killing non-native animals makes sense because they're invasive.
Yeah.
Just like the European crayfish.
Oh, yes.
No. Just like the North American crayfish.
Oh, yes.
Or is it the European.
I don't know. I just wanted to agree with you.
Oh,
I've heard
anyway.
something about the crayfish. One of the squirrels is dastardly as well, isn't it? Is it the grey one?
The great bastard, yeah. Because the red squirrels
bastard.
are native, and now our red squirrels are extinct. Poor things. No, they're not. So they're getting close. There are small pockets where New Zealand has already succeeded. On some offshore islands, invasive predators have been eradicated using traps and
Poison.
they've become strongholds for rare birds that have nowhere else to survive. Across the country, volunteers and community groups are pitching in, riding backyards, ridding back. Well, they could ride it.
And the backyard.
And parks of the invaders, one animal at a time. They're just going on a killing spree. I wonder what.
Peter? Peter.
No, I don't know who that is.
Oh.
I wonder what kill streak they're on.
I think I say, what does Peter think of this?
No.
Peter. It insists upon itself, Lois.
Okay.
It insists upon itself.
Still, eradicating invasive predators from all of New Zealand is equivalent to an environmental moonshot. It would be the largest invasive species removal in the world. To reach that goal, conservation experts say new technology would be needed, as well as widespread public buy-in, especially to prevent the animals from simply re-invading. Still, New Zealand's conservation community says there's no other choice. Well, if you just sent me and Arthur out with a bow and arrow, we'd have it done in a couple of weeks.
I actually love bow and arrows. Don't you? I would 100% have been an archer if I was.
I don't. You already are. You
Well, that was
already
quick.
are.
Archer TV, let's
you
go.
already are. No, I hate archery.
What?
Yeah, I hate it. I'd rather a sword.
I've been working on this YouTube video for about a year and a half.
You got the footage off.
I've got the
Chris.
footage of Chris finally.
No, I hate archery.
Oh.
You would rather be an archer than wield a sword.
Yes,
Or an
you
axe.
joking. Long range. I ain't getting a 50-50 battle.
Yeah, but good luck. When you're trying to hit me, I'm doing this, slicing the arrows midair. I
You're-
get up close. I cut you off by the cock.
You are not right. Okay, well now I want to
Oh,
lay my arrow to rest.
guilty. You got me.
Oh,
Have your wicked way with it.
I'm an archer man, but I've been circumcised mid battle,
Oh, and then I cut you down the middle.
and I go, "Huh," and then just peel off.
Classic. Classic.
No, it is a tough one when you kind of have to go, to save one, we have to kill many. It is kind of an environmental trolley problem.
I guess it's like
Do you know what I mean?
unless you take action, you lose your native species.
So you're
And
like
that's a
either
sad
do
thing.
nothing
That's a really sad thing.
and let these people die and let these people live,
Yeah,
or do something and kill them.
because then you just end up with all the shit animals,
Yeah.
like
And
the grey squirrel.
You want the unique ones. You need the biodiversity.
Yeah.
And the invasive species will just be everywhere anyway. This reminds me, oh my goodness, I've watched a movie that I think might be my favorite movie of all time. Another Matt Damon film, We Built a Zoo. It's based on a true story. It's about a guy whose wife dies and he's got 2 kids. Again, no spoilers. This is right.
Is this
start
an
of the
old
movie.
film?
Quite old. Well, like 10, 15 years old, I think. I think it was 2011.
Yeah, I've seen
Have you
this.
seen it? It's so sweet.
Yeah.
And he's basically like, we need to find a house for me and my kids. I want to be in the rolling hills, all this kind of stuff. Finds a place, and the guy's like, there's just one caveat. It's attached to a zoo. And he's like, oh, we'll just sell off the zoo. And he's like, no, if you're buying it, you have to keep the zoo. And they're like, can we do it up in time? And we get the approval ahead of summer so we can get all these stuff. It's really expensive. It's going to cost a lot of money. Lots of things go wrong that require more money. And it's a true story. And although it's an American movie, it's like set in America. It's Matt Damon and his American family and stuff. It's in Dartmoor, the actual
National
zoo.
Park.
Yeah.
That's epic.
It's so you can actually go to it in Dartmoor. So I really want to go and check it out.
Yeah, you should go and do that.
But really cool.
Solo mission.
Obviously, zoos as well. They're quite an interesting ethical debate because, yes, you're preserving some species. It's good for it, especially if you have endangered species there. But some animals aren't meant to be kept in cages. The enclosures aren't always big enough. They don't necessarily live happy lives. So yeah, it's always like it's a difficult one being like, oh, you're going and it's good to support conservation efforts, and a lot of them do research that's very beneficial, but at the same time,
Oh no, you're in trouble.
well, our enclosure's too big.
The zoos are coming for you.
This little room, we should be on one sofa touching
Yeah, this
these.
is the equivalent. This is what the reptiles get in the reptile boxes.
Yeah, and we're changing the colours soon.
I'd hate that. Yeah,
We're
we need a
going
red
red.
light for warmth.
Anyway,
All right.
yeah, super interesting one. Go watch the movie. It's very love and sweetly and wholesome.
I think everyone's seen that movie already. Pal.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it a really popular one?
Yeah.
I'd never heard of
It's
it.
a true classic.
I was so surprised because
Maybe it's not. Maybe I just watched it and now I think
it's like my dream.
popular.
That happens to me all the time where I'm like,
Yeah,
"What?
you're like,
I've
oh,
never
it must
watched
be
that."
popular because I've seen it.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Was this one of you boys? Woman
That's
duped.
Johnny Sins.
Oh yeah. Woman duped by romance scammer pretending to be an astronaut in distress.
And it's just a bald porn star in an astronaut
No,
outfit.
this I know this one was you because you told me after you did it. So a woman in Japan was scammed by Arthur out of around 1 million yen, which is £5,000 roughly. After falling for a man online who claimed to be an astronaut in space, the scammer told her he was under attack and needed money to buy oxygen.
From who?
And he was in space, so like, oh, send me some money so I can buy some oxygen from up here.
Oh my god.
How are you going to get it up there? Why would you fall for that?
What was the one who I think we had it on the podcast where the woman thought she had fallen in love with like Brad Pitt or something.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
And someone was sending like selfies
Yeah.
and George Clooney?
Maybe.
Woman scammed by George Clooney, I think.
Hey, it's George Clooney here. I'm George Clooney, by the way. I love you.
Yeah.
Was it George Clooney?
10 grand.
It was AI George Clooney.
And it was like AI George Clooney. Hola, me llamo George Clooney. I need $10,000. And she was like, George.
Anything for you, George.
Jorge.
Jorge. Anything for you,
Jorge Clooney.
I'm Jorge Clooney. Damn. So, the only scam that I would ever fall for is if it was Brian Cox saying, "Can I come on your pod?" and then it turns out to be someone else.
We should bring it up. Someone started using our podcast. Have you seen this?
Oh yeah, we got.
There's like a crypto scam, and it's like batch. It looks like, well, it's not.
It's so
a bit,
funny because it's
a bit
just a
realistic.
clip from our pod, and they've AI'd our voice and our mouth to move, so it looks like we're talking about this crypto pod. Arthur's parts look kind of legit, but then mine are. It's me asking him questions, and mine don't look legit.
Batch will be like. So what would you do if you had £1,000? And my character
Is an
is
arsehole.
an arsehole. And he's like, oh, well, I'd invest it and turn it into £3,000 using this crypto
In just a week.
platform.
And
I
I'm
don't know if
like,
you'll be able to find
I'm like,
it.
does it work? And you're like,
'Cause
well,
they-
it does
they-
work. Here are the results.
It's only got like what 60 odd
Yeah, I don't think you'd find it.
likes. Let me see if I can find the page.
We're probably
I'll
blocked from
post
viewing it.
available.
Why would they use us? I wouldn't trust us. If I saw a video of us talking about crypto, I'd be like, nah, these guys don't make money.
No, yeah, no, not at
Why
all.
would you not pick someone who looks like more of a Chad?
Yeah, you're right.
We got they picked the wrong podcast to scam with, for real. But it is impressive how the AI made it look so real. It's
Yeah,
like
it's
genuine.
actually getting close to being dangerous because I think a lot of people will fall for that.
Well, I looked at the comments. A lot of people did. They were like,
Yeah.
"You did not make $3,000." So I didn't even say that, let alone
Yeah.
make $3,000. Oh, did you see this?
Oh yeah, Poitou.
Yeah. Oh, you know the name.
Sherek. No, I made that up. I have no idea how to pronounce that.
Oh no, I didn't see this.
Piotr Kazerek. I'm guessing that's like Poitou Sherek.
Oh, it's like
Anyway.
Harry Potter Sherrick, yeah. So he's the super rich CEO dubbed the most hated man on the internet after he was caught on camera swiping a hat signed by Camille Majorak
Why are they doing this to us?
from The Boy. But that's a tennis player, right?
Majrak.
Because it's the US Open.
Yeah.
Was it the US Open? I don't know. Is that golf? I don't know what I'm talking about. The high-flying landscape and concreting boss issued a groveling apology on Monday when he was identified claiming he had made a huge mistake. His company, Drogbruck Landscaping, is now rated 1.1 on
Whoa.
Trustpilot, and reviews across all platforms are plummeting. Do you think it's fair? Has it been taken too far? So essentially, he stole, like, this. Okay, so the tennis player was signing something for The Boy, and he stole it.
I don't know, or maybe like chuck the hat at. But
I think that's what it was.
I think he initially did a statement that was super out of touch. That was like,
Oh, really?
"Oh, I taught the boy a lesson. Like, you know, life's not fair. Things are competitive. I didn't become a millionaire without this."
Fuck.
And then was like, "Anyone who's slandering me can and will be sued."
Oh,
And
you
then
wanna
obviously
sue
that made it a
everyone.
billion times worse. Internet jumped on him, and then he must have hired a PR firm to be like, "I apologize for my actions."
Yeah.
He
He
just
realised
sat
he
in front of
can't
the camera
sue
and went,
everyone. No, he did the Miranda sings where she's like, "I'm sorry, my bad." You seen that?
Oh yeah, so let's see that. What
I thought this
happened?
was going to be the one where the woman steals it from the boy. He just nabs the hat.
Oh yeah, he hands it up and he's not really looking. Hands it towards the kid, and
The guy just said, but if I'm the tennis player, that maybe he didn't clock it, but I would
didn't
just be
clock,
like,
he didn't
don't
look back.
do that. Give it back to him.
Evil bastard.
Well, actually, he should be happy because look at the size of that tennis ball that boy has. That's so lucky.
Oh, is this the person you're talking about?
Yes, this is the one.
Philly's Karen.
Look at her looking at that ball.
That's
Oh my God.
devilish.
Arthur looking at his peanut butter and Jace toast before he starts the day.
At 9:15 every
Yeah.
morning.
So she became a household nickname, the Phillies Karen, on the internet after a viral clip from the September 5th game between the Philadelphia Phillies and the Miami Marlins.
I've never heard household nickname.
Oh, yeah, it's a household nickname. That's right. So the father caught a home run ball and handed it to his son for his 10th birthday, only for the woman to swoop in, demand the ball, and spark outrage when she walked away with it. That moment earned the viral label, and the internet hasn't stopped talking since. It's giving Gollum looking at the thing. Was that Nat or Matt
Yeah.
who said that? That's so
That one.
true. My precious. Have you seen that? Did you see that video?
Lord of the Rings.
No, no.
Oh
That's not a video.
no,
The video of the Karen catching the ball.
no, is it
The
bad?
thing is, she didn't even catch the ball. Like the dad clearly caught the ball, I thought, and then walked off, gave it to the son, but she was close, almost caught it. Oh no, it landed on the floor and he got it first. And she was like, "You need to give that back." And he was like, "Oh, fine, just take it." And the boy
Really?
just didn't get the ball. Yeah, it's kind of this is a silly one.
That was the weirdest play button I've ever seen. That like tiny bottom right. Okay, so baseball game in Miami.
So he's
claimed that
giving-
a fan
yeah,
took the ball from her and gave it to his child.
I don't understand the guy's reaction though when she comes over. That I never got that bit.
So what is it? She thought it was in her hand.
It was on the floor and he
So
picked it
she
up.
claimed that a fan took
Look
the
at this.
ball from her and gave it to his child.
If you can see it in the child's hand, surely you'd be like, "No, all right, have it."
How strange.
Yeah.
I just I
Looking at
don't know
that
why
ball.
people would ever do something like that. It's so nuts, isn't
Yeah,
it?
but look how pleased she is. I get it actually. If I got that much joy out of a baseball,
I think it's
steal
because
it
we
from a
grew up
child.
with it's easy being like, oh, it's like taking candy from a baby. It instills in your
That's
mind
too
from early
easy.
on that stealing from children is easy, which it is.
it's like taking candy from a baby.
Yeah.
You're right, like taking candy from a baby. Smooth as a baby's bottom, man. Oh, my skin's as smooth as a baby's bottom.
Thanks to staying hydrated with water. Let's go.
Yeah, for once, we're drinking water. We're trying it out for once. Okay. All right, so Arthur's just had a little bit of pasty. He needed to fill up his belly. And Matt has just come in and mentioned, we've already spoken about
We built a zoo. He
we built a
Googled
zoo.
it.
He Googled it, put it up on screen because we were doing Matt Damon films. And Arthur was like, why have you brought that up on screen?
Yeah, so
in
why
like-
have you Googled "we built a zoo"?
In
What's
like
that
the
got to do
last
with anything?
pod episode or the pod episode before that or some point.
Yeah, it might have actually
And
been literally the last one because
And
it was
Arthur's completely forgotten
because we were
about it.
talking about Matt Damon films.
Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
now I remember. That's so
Yeah.
funny.
There you go. And do you know what? I also I touched my knees when you were eating that pasta at some point. I was like, ow, they're bruised because you remember on the way back from Chris's fishing thing,
Mm-hmm.
we had to get a bike. You got on the back of my bike. We fell off it.
Oh yeah.
And my knees are destroyed after that.
We were drunk. We should. I can't believe George has come before us and done that. And
We
didn't
were
learn
on a
from it.
forest bike.
We were
on a
on
line
forest
bike. I don't think we would have come off that.
because all these tube strikes in London. It's just
Yeah.
impossible to get a taxi or a tube anywhere. So we were like, let's just cycle back because why not?
Mm.
And there was just there were no
Nothing.
line bike.
They were all taken. Like you get to one, and it's like, oh, this has been booked. This has been booked. I don't get that, by the way, because then there's no one ever in the area like
No.
coming for it.
You don't get punished for booking one and not claiming it. You just get to lock it away.
So
for
do you
10
think
minutes.
people just do that? They're just locking shit up.
Yeah,
That's petty.
yeah.
I'd do the same. No. I
Anyway,
don't do
yeah.
that.
Wow. I actually ended up watching it. Thanks for remembering, Matt.
Yeah. Thanks, Matt. You should put that in the next episode.
Wait, that's not Matt Damon, is it?
Wait.
You might be Matt
Interesting.
Damon.
Okay, so we got some fan write-ins, which is interesting actually, because I don't think we've had them write in these big old paras like this. So Batch and Arthur,
Whoa.
the engineers.
Whoa.
Hi guys, I've been having this issue for a while, and for some reason, you were the first ones to pop into my head who might be able to help with it. Well, that's because of our expertise, and we've got so much knowledge over everything, right, Arthur?
Yeah.
I've been driving for over a year. Oh, and
What?
What?
Where the fuck is she driving to? How is she not there yet?
Oh no, I fear you might
He's
have.
been driving. Pull over and have a break. Fuck
No,
you
Rosie,
know.
you chose the wrong guys for the job. He is not helping you out.
For over a year.
All right. She's been driving for over a year, but for the last
She's
6 months,
traversing Afro-Eurasia.
for the last 6 months, it's been different. Well, yeah, it will be. You've entered another biome. That's why. Every time I get out of my car and close my driver's side door, I get a giant electric shock from it. This sounds stupid, but stay with me. It's not just a little shock. It's like actually painful, and it makes my heart go funny for a moment. I've tried closing it with clothes covering my hand, closing it with my foot, and even driving in Crocs, which I thought might break the current when I touched the door, but no avail. It's also really unpleasant when it shocks my foot. This doesn't happen on the passenger side, by the way, but just the driver's side for some reason. I would just grin and bear it, but I have OCD, like actually, and it's making me feel funny about driving. I've been cutting it fine recently with fuel because I never fill up, because I don't want to go out and stop and get out of my car more times than necessary. I know this sounds stupid, but if you have any suggestions, I'll gladly try them. Also, I've forgotten most of my physics from GCSE and don't know what else to try. What you're going to want to do is cover yourself in water and foil. Next time you get out, see how extreme the shot. Oh, you could become Electro. Cover yourself in foil, get out and go, "Ah!" No, but seriously though, I know what that electric shock you're talking about is because I've touched an electric fence before and it feels like your whole body gets punched at once.
Yeah,
It's mental. It's like, and you do feel it from the heart as well.
It blew my back out genuinely. when I touched it, I think I must have been about 10 years old. I remember all the muscles in my spine straightened.
You went, Dad.
No, I actually wasn't by myself. I was with my friend.
Okay, so that's helpful, right? Well, okay, for
Mission
this.
achieved. Convinced Batch I had friends growing up.
Yeah, I don't believe it. Right. So you get out, and when you close it, you get a giant electric shock. So it's not when you open it. I'm going to assume it's when you get out and close it.
That to me sounds like you're closing a circuit. That's so dangerous because, first of all, I mean, there could be a live wire touching it in some spot.
So I'm going to assume, like, so it's only on the driver's side door, and when you close it, I doubt you're touching the handle when you close it. You close it just by the window, like here, and close it. So maybe it's some of the electrics that's touching the metal of the outside of that part of the car. So when you touch it, try closing the door by the window. If you touch the window, you won't.
I think I would not experiment anymore. I would take it to the garage.
Take that shit to Los Santos Customs. What are you doing?
Because if there's a little spark in there, you could easily ignite a petrol station.
Yeah.
Well, not easily. It's actually really hard to do that, but.
But there's a chance.
I've tried.
No, but I've tried. But no, yeah,
But go
that
get
is
it
dangerous.
checked out because the current, it could be a very powerful electric shock one day and give you a heart attack.
Yeah.
Or you could blow up the petrol station. I'm not trying to scare you to wind you up, but like, this is very important. Please go get that checked out. I fear we'd be negligent if we didn't warn you of the reality of the situation.
But I am confused though. So even when you close it with Crocs on your foot, it happens. That's just not possible.
Yeah, it probably is.
It's not though.
And the car's rubber tires. It's interesting. I don't really know what's going on here, but just go get it checked out, please. Because if you're getting electrocuted when you shut your door, it shouldn't be happening.
Can you close it? Okay, comment on the next podcast after this. Close it by only touching the window. You can't be shocked through that. So if you're shocked through a window, I will be shocked.
Stop getting her to test it. You're going to kill her.
Well, she's going to have to shut the door anyway. It's either she shuts it from the metal or the window.
You could turn it into like a golf buggy type car and just take all the doors off, and that solves your problems.
Maybe it's you. Maybe you got some electrical current within you.
Yeah.
Because some people do that.
Anyway, go get it seen to by a professional.
This is really interesting to me, though. I'd really love to.
Yeah, actually, please write
really
in what
do
they
wanna
say was
find
wrong.
out. Yeah, please drop a comment on the next podcast, Rosie. That's honestly bizarre, though. Okay, so even when you close the door with your foot wearing shoes, you get a shock.
Okay, I think we can move on.
No, I'm sorry. You move on. I'm going to stick with this in my head. That's mental.
I don't know cars well enough, so I don't know what live wires could be touching it.
No, but you know how like electricity works, like even to get shocked from something.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wow. The man at the garage will sort it for you. GCSE results. What were your GCSE results? Do you think it matters what you got? What did you get at GCSE?
I got 4 A stars, 6 A's, and 1 B. And the B was in German, because I'm not very good at languages. It doesn't matter what you get. You just need enough to get into A levels if you want to do that, or become a YouTuber. So,
Yeah.
what did you get?
I got 6 A stars, 3 A's, and 2 B's. I got a B in religious studies, actually, which is surprising. Given now I find it really interesting. At the time, I just could not care less about it.
Really?
And my teacher was a bit of a div.
It does, yeah. You know, teachers do affect your results massively.
Yeah. And then
Also-
drama, I got an A star in the acting part of drama. And then it came to like writing about it. I think we've mentioned that before. And I was just like, what am I supposed to say? I died in the scene, so I looked sad. Like,
yes.
you know, acting comes naturally. I
Yeah,
feel
honestly, and GCSEs and those sort of, like, maybe less so A levels, but even so, any kind of test is really just a memory test, which is why I think that they make no sense, because you'll have these set of questions. If you remember every piece of information necessary to answer those questions, you're going to get an A star, even if you're technically not like as academic as someone else. Someone with a better memory will perform better than someone who's more academic but has a worse memory. So it is a memory test, and they don't matter.
But it reflects that in society, I think. Like, people go like, you know, when you apply for jobs, when you get a lot of people going like, oh, what's the point in getting that degree? You know, where are you ever going to use that? They're not necessarily going, oh, you know, I can tell you a lot about geology.
Yeah.
Although, of course, there are plenty of fields where that's super interesting and super important. But like, if you want to become an accountant and you study geology at uni, you're not going to the accountancy firm going, I've studied in depth geology for 3 years. You're kind of, or 4 years. You're going like, okay, I was my own person. I was independent, and I went to the lectures. I did the seminars. I studied hard enough to pass. And so, like, I think, like, employers and that kind of stuff don't care necessarily that you can, you know, solve, you know, that you can use trigonometry or that you can talk about the Cuban Missile Crisis. They're more kind of you just going, oh, you know, I went to classes, I studied, I understood it. I sort of like followed the regimen, and those kind of like transferable skills are useful in some jobs. But I mean, there are just so many things that they don't factor in. A lot of people come home from work and have to care for family members, or, you know, will do a lot of sport, or maybe they don't have the attention to be able to pay attention.
Yeah.
Or,
Well,
you know, they don't have supportive family members that will tell them like, oh, you should be studying, all that kind of stuff. So
what I think though is that memory is not something that you can really train. Like, you've either got a good memory or a bad memory. Like, as standard.
I thought those brain training things do say that they can make you.
I don't think. I think some people are just better at retaining
for
information than others.
like Mike Ross.
Bob Ross, and so when it comes to a test, it's like you can't go into there with any information, so it is just a memory test. Whereas when you're working for a company, you never have to go off anything by memory.
Yeah.
You'll have all the information there for you. I do think the test should be changed to us where everyone has the same kind of material, and from this material you answer these questions. So then it's not a memory test, it's more how everyone has the same information. It's how you then answer the questions.
But people would also say that that's then unfair, because you're going like, you could say, I don't understand things as quickly as him, I don't take information as quickly as him, but I'm a really hard worker. Give me 3 months to study biology, and I'll look through the book. I'll do really good notes. I'll do the Pomodoro effect. So you're setting me up against him in a new way that's now disadvantaged.
No,
me.
I think it's the exact. So I think you have all the learning and everything is the exact same, and the tests are the same, except you now have material going into the tests. So it's, if you are great over long periods of time at learning something, then you could do the test without the material if you wanted to, but you just have the material as an option. And for those people who don't have the ability to retain information when it comes to memory, because I feel like memory isn't necessarily something that's important now, because there's ways to remind yourself, like you set reminders on your phone, or you have the information with you all the time.
Yeah, but I mean, it's one of those things where like you might as well try and do the best you can. So if you've got exams coming up and you're able to put in a hard work, have a graph, you know, have a good shot at it, because it can be a great foundation for your life. But if you just don't get the best results, like, there are just so many paths, especially nowadays. I feel like there's more and more that just go like, listen, we get that not everyone works in this specific academic structure. You we'll take you on anyway if you can, like, they'll give you tests. Like, I swear Elon Musk said something the other day, not that that's, a great person, but he said, like, I don't want everyone to just come from the exact same, all come from Harvard and all have the set way of thinking. Like, if you don't have a degree, there are other ways to prove that you're an intelligent, capable person doing this job. And we are kind of examples of people that go, like, our education was irrelevant. If I'd put effort into YouTube instead of studying, I'd be in a better place now, maybe.
Yeah.
But also not. So, yeah, I mean, whilst you're doing the exams and they're, GCSEs, you've got to do them anyway. You might as well go, well, put in hard graft, have a good go at it, get the best results you can. But if you get your results and you're like, crap, I kind of, the system isn't for me, these results aren't what I hoped for, don't worry about it, because you'll definitely find a path in life that doesn't require them. You'll have a great time. And there's no qualification requirements for listening to the Bach Arthur podcast.
That's right.
This is all that matters.
And that's what you've been doing today. But unfortunately, all good things come to an end.
Yeah, you can get a 9 in subscribing and rating us 5 stars right now if you'd like.
Or a 9+. Is that possible? 9
No,
star?
I think it's just 1 to 9. I think A star got.
Or a higher 9.
Oh,
That sounds right.
You can get full marks.
You get a higher 9 if you now like, comment, subscribe.
You can get full marks and double your quarks.
Yeah, double your quarks. Get your strange quarks up. Share this around. And of course, we'll be on tour now. All right. There may be tickets left for the final London show. There may not be. I don't know. I can't remember.
And maybe Bristol. The ones that we added.
Yeah.
Anyway.
We'll post a story now to promote it, though, so it might be gone. Sorry.
Yep. Thanks for watching, guys.
Bye.